Hello everybody, my name is Tiffany. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you to the new subscribers that have subscribed. I appreciate you. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. I decided to continue on with some GitHub stuff. So we're going to be working on branching today, all about creating your own branch and then pushing up to your branch. I'll do another video about doing a pull requests and stuff and reviewing your changes. But for right now, we're going to just focus on branching. So branching is important because when you're working as a team, you'll want to be working on your own branch. So what that means is you have a copy of whatever is in master. So this would be my master. And if I create a branch, then that is mine, right? That's my branch. That's my copy of master. And with that copy of master, I can make my own changes and then push them up to my branch. And then when I get done, say that I'm working on a feature to add a navigation to the website, right? I make my navigation in my branch, and then I do a pull request. The team looks at it, okays it after changes are made, and then it gets pushed to master. When it's in master, it's essentially that's the branch that you want to put into production. You don't want to put your personal branch into production. You want to put your master branch into production. You want it to be the best updated copy that you can get, right? So right now, if I did a Git branch, I think I spoke about this in my last video, and by the way, I'm going to link the last video up in the link description bar if I haven't already. So I'm going to do a Git branch, and that's going to tell me what branches I have and what current one I'm under. So I have a branch called master, which everyone has by default whenever you create your GitHub repo. And then it's got an asterisk by it, meaning it's the current one, and it's green. So that's the current one that we're on. I want to create a new branch. In order to do that, I'm going to do Git branch and then the branch name. I'm going to call mine test. Now, it doesn't return anything to you, but if you do another Git branch, now you have a master and a test. Pretty cool, pretty simple. If I want to be on that test branch, then I'm going to do Git check out, and then the name of the branch. And it told me that it switched to branch test. If we wanted to check for ourselves, now test is highlighted green, and it's got the asterisk by it. Now, another good thing is that when you are inside of your text editor and it's hooked up to your GitHub, it'll tell you, this one's a little small, you may not be able to see it, but at the bottom it says, hey, I'm on my test branch. If I moved back very quickly, tells me I moved to master, and if I go here, it's switched back to master. So that's kind of a good indication that you are on the right branch. Believe it or not, I use that all day, making sure I'm not making updates to the master branch and pushing things up that aren't supposed to be pushed up yet. Although I have made that mistake before, but hey, it happens. So we are in our test branch. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go here and I'm going to refresh. As you can see, nothing has happened. We got one branch still, no changes. I'm going to make a change while I'm in test. See, I'm on my test branch. And remember, I said something about the navigation. So we're going to add to our navigation. And this project that I'm working with is for an old YouTube series I did with HTML and CSS. It's just a basic HTML and CSS website. If you want to check that out, I'll link that in the description bar above, and you can check that out. So I'm just going to add a list item tag, and it's going to just say test in it. That's it. So now I'm going to do a git status. Alright, so now we have some things. it tells me that I have some changes. A file has been modified, and these changes are not committed, which means they're not saved, which means they are not on my branch. They're not saved to my branch, so to speak. So I'm going to save them to my branch because I want to record this change because it's an important change for my project. So I'm going to do git add, copy this, paste it. The next thing is git commit, and I'm kind of running through this because I did this in the last video. This message is just going to say added a link to nav, push, enter, and then I'm going to push this change. Origin, and instead of master, I'm going to do test. Test is the name of my branch, which means that if your branch is called Honky Dory, then you want to say git push origin Honky Dory. So it's pushing my changes to this branch. Now, if I go over here, we notice some changes happening. I'm going to refresh this real quick. Now it says I have 2 branches, whereas before it said I only had 1. So if I click on it, it now shows this test branch is my branch, and it's an active branch. Okay? And then it also shows me, hey, you just recently pushed to this. Do you want to make a pull request? And that's what it says here. So we'll go over that later. So like I said, the point of a branch is so that you could work on your changes, make your mistakes before you push them up to master. Another thing I didn't mention about branching is naming your branch. So if I wanted to name a branch, name is test here, whatever you want to name it. You could have underscores, you can have dashes if you wanted to. You can do camel case as well. And then if I enter, that's just created a new branch, which I don't really need. But you see here, this is now my branch name. You don't want to have you probably won't want to have a mix of camel case, dashes, and underscores. But if you want to just name your branch, name underscore is test, all lowercase, that's probably a better practice. Or if you want to say name is test camel case, then that's another good thing to do. And what I'm talking about is like this. Git branch name is test. So you could do that. Or you could do name dash is dash test, all lowercase with dashes in between. Or you can just do underscores, name is underscore test. So that's another way to do it if you'd like. I'd say stay consistent with whatever you're going to use with your branch names. You don't want to have them all, some of them camel case, some of them dashes, some of them underscores. It gets to be a little crazy to look at. So there you have it, guys. That is branching in a nutshell. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it was helpful to you or helpful for you. And I'll see you in the next video. See you guys. Thanks for watching.